As new medicines, new technologies, and new techniques are integrated into healthcare, there is a continuous need to update the skills and knowledge of healthcare workers. But as multiple organizations offer training, it can become a serious challenge to track which trainings are being offered and who has been trained, and to analyze where training is needed and where to put training resources. Recently, many ministries of health and non-governmental agencies have turned to a single web-based tool to track healthcare worker training. The tool is TrainSMART, the Training System Monitoring and Reporting Tool, a web-based database that allows training institutions to accurately track who is being trained, training topics and locations, and to plan training programs based on an analysis of that data. With this single online database tool, ministries of health in countries like Haiti, Guyana, and Tanzania have training data at their fingertips as they monitor partner agencies, allocate training resources, and report to stakeholders. TrainSMART was designed from the ground up for deployment in resource-limited settings and is built using open-source components, making it rapidly adaptable and flexible. Let's look more closely at Tanzania, where the Ministry of Health's National AIDS Control Program has adopted TrainSMART for use by all of its training partners.
Before TrainSMART was introduced to NACP, the training department, we used to collect all the data in a spreadsheet in the Excel. But again, all the training reports used to come in hard copies. So we had files and files and files of hard copies. We were not even able to track how many, who was trained in what, at what period in time.
One of the problems that a good number of people were trained more than once, and that was a problem, and it was not easy for the ones who were selecting people to go to the training to tell if someone has already attended training or not.
In order to address these issues, the Tanzania Ministry of Health has adopted TrainSMART for use by all of its HIV training partners. This gives the ministry a single, standard platform for monitoring, reporting, and planning training activities, which has resulted in much higher quality data about their training program.
With TrainSMART, we had plenty of data to track all HIV-related information concerning training to healthcare workers. And the pilot phase by itself allowed NACP to have plenty of data in a very short time. And slowly now we are going down to districts, to regions, and to zonal health resource center and try to see if we can capture all the data which are being done in the districts.
TrainSMART is a system that was designed from the ground up to meet the needs of complex training programs and has an interface that makes sense to even users with limited computer experience. The data input interfaces are simple, intuitive, and match the paper forms on which the data is often first recorded. Data in TrainSMART is divided into three main sections: information on trainings, information on people, including both trainers and participants, and information on facilities where healthcare staff work. Organizations using TrainSMART can set up and configure the database to match their own data needs. They can name and define the data fields and even change the language of the interface. Custom logos and titles can be added to the top of the screen. In addition to capturing training and participant data, TrainSMART has a robust reporting module that allows users to run various automatic reports, as well as create and save customized reports that can be run at any interval.
With TrainSMART again, it has been very easy to write reports. And in writing reports, we can use any format that we want. After exporting the information from the TrainSMART, we can play with bar charts, pie charts, graphs, in which way you want it. With TrainSMART, it has been easy to know how many trainers we have in every region that were trained by the supporting partners, of which the information we didn't have.
And because TrainSMART is free open source software developed using the popular open source software tools Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP, it is appropriate for use in resource-limited settings and can be customized locally to meet specific agency needs. In addition, a recently completed offline version means that environments with bandwidth challenges can use TrainSMART locally and sync their data with the server when connectivity becomes available. The software allows users to import historical data from spreadsheets. As an internet-based program, multiple users in multiple locations can input data or run reports from the same underlying database. This database structure also improves data quality, which in turn improves the decision-making ability of the training institution. TrainSMART is a software solution whose user base is growing, and it will continue to be updated and maintained. In Tanzania, like in many other places facing the challenges of managing and tracking complex training programs, TrainSMART has rapidly proven its worth.
I would recommend that any other country that do any training, they should look at this TrainSMART.